What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be working on Thomas's E46. We're going to tackle on the suspension in the front, and Thomas is going to explain more. So what are we replacing, Thomas?
Pretty much we're going to be replacing all this stuff that we have down here, which is the big boxes are the control arms. We got the sway bar links, the tie rod inner and outer, and the control arm bushings. We noticed that we jacked the car up and we were moving the wheel, and we noticed a lot of play. Basically the bushings are bad, and built into the control arms is the ball joints, which have also started to go bad. But we're going to go ahead and just replace everything with the meyle HD kit, which is heavy duty, so hopefully it's way stronger, way better. They are the OEM makers. This is just a upgraded kit that they make.
We're gonna go ahead and unbox all the parts and then lay them out and then start taking off the control arms, control arm bushings, and so on. Happy birthday, son.
Yay!
So, for somebody who doesn't know like me, what does HD stand for to this?
It's just meaning heavy duty, in that it's a little bit stronger metals, and the ball joints are going to be a little bit more longer lasting.
So here we have the corporate of Thomas's wheel. He would break, the wheel would literally move forward because of the bushing being so worn out. I kept telling him, and I'm like, why does it move? And we couldn't figure it out until we saw under the car how bad the bushing is, and we'll be able to show you later on.
My steering wheel, because of having bad bushings and my ball joints being worn out on the control arm, you would hit a slight bump in the road, a little pothole, whatever, and then the steering wheel would just jerk around because there's nothing to soften the blow, such as these rubber bushings and the ball joint. So when we replace this, hopefully it really stiffens up the whole suspension and takes out all that slack in the steering wheel.
Alright, so Thomas was talking about this cool thing that FCP Euro does. He bought it from fcpeuro.com, and they have this lifetime replacement guarantee, basically saying that, you know, you buy the parts from them and then you use them up, and once you're done with them, if they're messed up, worn out, you can go ahead and send them back, and they are basically going to send you another order for free. That's really cool because, you know, and with G35s, 350Zs, I mean, we buy parts all the time for like lower control arm bushings, this and that, but they're always going to wear out. It's always a component's going to wear out. So here you buy it once and you never have to pay for it again. Obviously there's Duralast from AutoZone and O'Reilly's as well, but this is a way better option just because this is like OEM brands instead of just your Duralast and O'Reilly's brand. We're not sponsored by them. It'd be cool if we were. I think Thomas would be wet as fuck if we were, but yeah, we're not. All right, so Thomas is gonna start moving, so go ahead and start moving it. So pay attention to like right here, and you can see right there that it's moving.
That's moving way too much.
And that's just with his hand. Like, this isn't even, you know, the weight of the car.
I don't even have any tools.
Hit it like you're mad at your wife.
I want to watch TV today. Give me the remote.
We ended up taking off this ball joint. It was rust welded, as you can tell right there. We used the torch, and then we used an air hammer to try and take this off. It was a nightmare, a pain. And also, this was basically cross-threaded, so that was a nightmare taking off as well. Not only that, we got the holy trinity right here. This is supposed to be your bushing that is attached to your control arm bushing, and this came off. So we could pull it off with our hands. So real quick, this is how it's supposed to look. And as you can tell, the middle of it came off with the control arm. Still have the other piece on the car right now. So let me show you. That is still bolted onto the car. So you can see it's like hollowed out. So that is not good. The fact that we can move it with our hands, and this is supposed to, you know, support the weight of a car that's moving and suspension travel and everything. That is really bad. So thankfully we're changing that out now, but that's basically the update. This was a nightmare to do, and unfortunately we still have the other side to do.
Oh, so easy, bro.
Just put it in.
You just put a little bit of grease in it, it just goes on.
It's HD, which means it's hella difficult. Alright guys, so it is the next day and we struggled a lot in getting a lot of the parts in and out. I'm gonna show you guys what we have done so far and then what we have left to do. So let me show you guys. Alright, so what we ended up doing is replacing the control arm. We went ahead and put all the bolts in, so everything's good. We were having a lot of trouble trying to get the control arm bushing back into place. For whatever reason, it wasn't lining up, so it took us forcing it on there for it to be on. Put the control arm to the control arm bushing was a nightmare, so we went ahead and we bought something. So here is a press that we got from Harbor Freight. Yeah, we ended up having to buy this so we can press in the control arm bushing onto the control arm. So this is what we ended up resorting to. So it actually did work with it. We are going to do the other side, so we'll be able to show you exactly what we did. But we ended up having to buy this because it was so tough to get it on. So now what we ended up replacing is control arm bushing, and then the sway bar end links, and then the tie rod. So this side is now done, and now we have to go do the other side. It is a bit of a pain to do this process, so it should be a little quicker on the other side just because we got everything down. But I'm hoping we end up finishing this tonight and not have a third day of trying to wrap everything up. What are we doing, Thomas?
Fire!
Oh my god. Torching it to basically break it loose, or hopefully break it loose. We are going to be using an air hammer as well, just because that helps so much.
Shake it up a little. Are there any more in there? It's a disappointment. Just like you.
Oh! This is the old one, and we had a bunch of play. Like, you can literally see all the play just from me moving with my hand. So definitely due for replacement, and Thomas is test fitting it now to see if we need to use the press again. So we are going to press in the control arm to the control arm bushing. Oh, it's going in.
Yep.
Well, that's going in really easy.
Alright, so I think it looks really good with this lift kit we just finished installing. What do you think, guys? I mean, that's like almost 2 fists of fitment right here, so it's goofy.
So first drive, what do you think? Good and bad.
It feels a lot smoother, but it's just the alignment's kind of... Just as far as like smoothness, it's
no noises.
It's definitely not as noisy as it was, and it feels more like the small bumps that I've gone over, it kind of glides over them rather than like kind of clunking over them. It does feel a lot smoother and nicer. I do really like the kit. I'm really looking forward to getting the alignment done to get the full experience of it, because right now it's just kind of wanting to go wherever it wants.
Alright guys, so that's been all for this video. We're gonna end up getting an alignment for the E46, and we're gonna go ahead and also do the steering wheel. We still haven't done it, but other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it's a longer one. We try to do a little longer of content for the E46. Leave it a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Plenty of content for the E46 in the future and on the G35, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.